VW Tiguan 2-litre TDI 4Motion. So it's the 4-wheel drive one. Quattro 4Motion. Same as a Golf, little Audis, all of that. Anyway, rear wheel bearing. Customer saying there's a noise coming from the rear, like a whirring noise. Take it up the road, you can hear what sounds like a bearing from the right rear. I mean, if you turn left, it puts the load on the right, noise gets louder. Vice versa, if you turn right, puts the weight on the left wheel, noise goes away. So that would say it's this side. Now, a good way to diagnose it, get it up in the air and just put your hand on the nearest metal suspension component and turn the wheel. You'll not be able to hear it on camera, but I can barely hear a bearing noise, but I can feel it. It's rough through here. Come to this side. Even though that wheel's turning, it's smooth. Yeah, there's a definite roughness on there. So we'll change this wheel bearing, give it a road test, see what happens. But 99% certain that wheel bearing is on its way. These caps drive me to distraction, but if you've got the proper VW tool, they come off no problem. I get it, it keeps the water off the wheel nut, stops them rusting, but it drives me mad. Wheel off. Going to do the center drive shaft bolt. Going to take the brake caliper off. I'm going to take the disc off. There's an ABS sensor here, so we'll pop that out just to get it out of the way. And in here, I'll have to get a light and show you, there's 3 bolts we can get out. Multi-spline, there's one there, one up there, and one over there. And if we're lucky and we can get those bolts out, we should be able to just tap the wheel bearing out, clean it up and pop the new one in, rather than dismantling the whole rear end. It's better, I got a bit of light on the job. The brake caliper's 7mm Allen key. Hopefully the caliper will come off. If not, I'll have to get the computer and wind it back so it'll come off. A little telltale sign here. You see the rust is red on the side of the disc. On the other side, it's just brown. That indicates something's been getting hot in here. Possibly wheel bearing, brake hanging on. Disc isn't in the greatest condition, but the rear brakes don't get half the work the front brakes. That's kind of normal. So that's 2 7mm Allen keys, top and bottom out the caliper. You don't have to take the caliper stand off on this one. Some you do, some you don't. You can just sneak the disc out, and as you can see, just a little tap. The new wheel bearing comes with this hub anyway, so we're not worried about cleaning that up. But if you can see from the inside, this is the wheel bearing here. This is the carrier with the bearing in it, and that is the bolt there that we're going to try and get out from behind. One there, and one on the bottom. Now luckily, the joint is small enough that you can get past to the bolt heads. A lot of earlier vehicles, the inner outer joint is like massive, like that one, the inner one, so you can't get past it. A lot of the front ones, you just can't get past the joint to get to the bolt, so you've got to take the hub apart, pull the drive shaft out of the way. But hopefully we'll be able to just sneak past on this one. You can just see the multi-spline head there. So we've got a deep multi-spline socket, pretty rusty in there, so I'm just going to put that in there and give it a gentle. So I've only got one go at these. Oh yes, that's moving. Happy days. Out it comes. There you go. One down, 2 to go. The top one, the side one, they're on slightly peculiar angles, so just gently loosen them. They're Loctited in. don't be tempted to gun them straight away, or it'll just wobble about and tear the centers out. I've actually just left the ABS sensor in because I don't think we're going to have a problem with it. The ABS sensor reads off the back of the bearing, so I don't think we're going to have a problem. Now these do get a bit tight in here, but I've given it a tap with a hammer and it looks like it's going to come loose. So I think we're going to be lucky with this one. It's just going to come out. It's steel into an aluminium hub with it being four-wheel drive. Otherwise you'd be into a slide hammer, or sometimes you put a bolt through the stud with a nut on the side and drive it against the hub. That'll pull it out. Anyway, let's give it a tap. See if it comes out. And there we have it. That is the wheel bearing. It's actually not too bad. Not much corrosion's got in behind it, so it didn't really get a hold. The front ones get really stuck. And this ring here, that's the ABS sensor. That's the ring that the ABS sensor picks up off. And that's what we're left with. That's the drive shaft. That's the ABS sensor. I'll give that a little clean. But it is lovely and clean in there, so no problems. A little bit of grease on the new bearing. Put it back together. This is a 2017 vehicle, so nearly 10 years old. If you're wondering, they get very rusty, a bit crusty, lots of service rust. That is a thing with vehicles from northern England, because up here in the north, especially out in the countryside, a lot of salt is used in the winter on the roads to get rid of the ice. So everything up here corrodes. The difference between a car from up here and a car in London is night and day. I bought cars in London, lifted them on the hoist, and they've been like new underneath because I haven't seen road salt. I mean, I get it, you've got to get rid of the ice for a safety thing, but there's got to be a better solution. It's just destroying cars. New bearing, new hardware. Old bearing, old hardware. Let's put it in. I'm using that joint to get around the corners. And that's it, job done. Had it up the road, no noises, happy days. If this was useful, let me know in the comments, like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.